Defoe sits in 5th place. Kevin Van Dam continues to lead.
Kevin
Might be pulling away
update.
at the top
You
of this
remain
thing.
in first, 5 fish, 19 pounds, 8 ounces. Your smallest fish is 2 pounds, 7 ounces. Second place is Russ Lane with 13.12, 5 fish. Terry Scroggins, 13.04 with 5. Gerald Spoor, 13.01 with 5. Ott Defoe, 12 pounds, 8 ounces with 4.
That might be a big in there. Got big head shakes.
Could we have our second angler to break the 20-pound mark this week? Greg Benson did it the first day with over 22.
I don't think so. Moving too fast. Oh, decent one. Oh, yeah. Cool.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
For sure.
And Van Dam's saying this one is a decent one. The rest of the field's in serious trouble.
How am I catching?
3 pounds, settle. 3 pounds, 7 ounces.
Solid.
That's another pound and an ounce, and Van Dam is over 20 pounds for the day already. As Marty said, that's the second 20-pound day period, and he's done it in the first hour and change.
The funny thing is, before this event, when I talked to him, he told me, he said, I don't even know if I can catch a keeper on a day. I'm like, Kevin, I've been doing this a long time, and I keep hearing, he pour them out the whole area of the lake. I don't know. And here he is leading after a knockout round in the first hour.
Just sitting there or what they're doing. But I've caught a bunch of little ones, and then you throw out there and catch a 3.5 pounder.
Like I said, he wanted to give the entire field a little going away present.
And that brings your 5 fish total to 20 pounds, 8 ounces.
Okay. Well, we got enough where we're fishing tomorrow for sure. But we got to set ourselves up to have a shot to win. Couldn't have asked for a better start for sure. And you know, if you're gonna definitely be sharing water with somebody, there's not a better guy out there than Randall. I mean, what he did this morning was pretty impressive and pretty incredible. And in this day and age in competitive fishing, and I watch it at all leagues and at all levels, integrity is something that it's not like it used to be. And there's a lot of things that have gone on and people playing in the gray area and stuff, and it's not how I've ever done it. And you know, Randall's one of those guys. I've known him since he started fishing. You know, with me on the Bass Elite Tour when he moved over from FLW, and he moved over to the Bass Pro Tour as well. And you know, it's funny because we end up in the last year especially. I mean, gosh, we showed up in the same places so many times together, and you know, I like fishing around people that, you know, are respectful, and he knows the deal. He knows right from wrong, and just a top-notch guy. And one of the biggest things that next year when I'm not out here fishing the tour that I'm going to miss is all these guys. You know, I mean, I've got so many good friends out here, people that I have a ton of respect for, and you know, hopefully they respect me for the way that I've done it over the years. And fortunately, I get to see him at Heavy Hitters and Red Crest, so we're locked in for both of those for sure. So I get to fish a couple tournaments. A little one. But I can tell you the whole deal, what I've probably enjoyed the most over the years, it's the friendships that you make, the people on tour, and after 33 years of it, I've met a lot of them. tournament staff, you know, I mean, both leagues, you know, I mean, I think back to Ray Scott and Dewey Kendrick and the original guys that were out there, and Guido Hibden and Denny Brower and Nixon and Klon, all those guys I competed against in the beginning and that I looked up to, you know. There's a lot of kids out there doing the same thing today, but the one thing that you should never sacrifice is your integrity. It doesn't matter, you know, how there's no trophy or no check out here that's worth giving that up, because that's all you have in the end.
I feel like we ought to give him a podium and let him keep preaching, because I'm loving this.
Picaños. Future looks bright out here anyways. How about that clip there, dog?
Great message from the greatest of all time, Kevin Van Dam.
That was subtle.
And midway through this opening period of the knockout round, he has established that he is the man to beat in his final event on the national trails.
You couldn't write it up any better.
I need to move around and catch two more big ones.
The thing he was talking about on the integrity too, that is such a big deal. There's so much live coverage out here now. Nothing
right there,
ever
so
gets missed
like,
anymore. And another thing too, back in the day when Kevin started and a lot of others, you always had pro on pro. So you had upper echelon guys like Kevin, and then you were competing in the boat with him, and you got to see how guys like Kevin and Denny and Guido and Nixon and Tommy Martins, Roland Martins, all those guys, how they operated. So you got shown the right way. We don't have that anymore. And I think that's a part of the integrity that's kind of missing.
Great big sucker and just big old male.
Looked like he had some age on him.
Yeah, these are old fish, all of them. They grow slow here. I mean, they live in the. They spend a lot of time in the cold main lake Huron. And they move into this bay to spawn in the spring, and they move in here to winter in the fall, and the rest of the year, most of them are out yonder.